Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's the old guy Jack here again. You just saw on the video I shot yesterday that this thing didn't really want to run once I took it outside. Now, the engine running was never a problem before. It was the transmission. And I got it outside and was going to take a ride, and I checked the transmission and it shifted just fine. The neutral light does not work, so I think the little pickup in there is maybe, it's just got a little piece of copper or brass or something that contacts a certain, point on the cover that's attached to the wire that goes to the light, and it puts a ground on the light. So I touched that to ground and the light's fine. So it must be the little tab inside the holder over there. Anyway, this was leaking here and it's not anymore. So I pulled this cover off, and the idea was I'd check the setting of the air screw on the carburetor, which is in here as well, which I did, and that seemed to be okay. Now, I left the gas turned on last night when I quit, and the gas wasn't leaking or anything. So I didn't think the carburetor was a big problem. Anyway, I did check the air screw and set it to 1.5 out, so that's usually about right. I went over to the other side and I checked the timing. So I came back and I put this together. I had found that it did not have a gasket in here that it needs. There's a division inside of here. The clutch activator is right here, and this is in oil, and this part over here is the carburetor, and of course you can't have oil in there. So not having a gasket on there, that gasket covers that split down through here, could have been a problem. But it was leaking out the bottom, so anyway. I put a gasket in, I had one, tightened all this stuff down, turned the key on, turned the choke on, hit it a couple of times, and she started up and seemed to sound pretty good. Oh, by the way, I emptied the 40-to-1 gas out of the tank and put in regular non-alcohol 87 octane. So I put this back together and started it up. It started, seemed like it was going to run real good, and then it just died. And then gas starts running out of here, the overflow. So there's something wrong with the carburetor, which means that first of all I got to drain all the oil out again, because it'll all run out when I take this cover off. And then I can pull the carburetor out and start looking at it and figure out what's going on with it. But it sat there and idled for, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, and then just puked before the gas started running out. So the float is sticking, or there's something stuck in the float or in the needle and seat. But I need to take it apart once again, so that's where we'll go right now. I'll drain the oil into a clean container so I can save it, not have to put in more. That's a lot of talking. I'm not good at talking. Okay, we got the oil drained. Let's take this cover off. Got me a nice clean container here so I can reuse the oil because I'm a cheapskate. I wonder how that word came about, cheapskate. I'm gonna have to take these out first, probably. All four of them, because this thing's gonna all pull out of here. Let me get a magnetic tray to put all this stuff in. All right, let's get these other two out. This is going to lose some oil out of here. When I put this gasket in, I put some ultra gray on the main area and back. Then put the gasket in. Then put this cover over it. So the gasket should stay there. And there's a little bit of oil dripping out of there, but not a lot yet. Okay. Now, to get this loose, we have to get in there with a screwdriver. There's a little rubber cap here. That you can see. Put that over here. Then a flat tip screwdriver that you can't see unless you get down here. You might be able to see it. Need some light in a different place here. No, you can't see. You have to look. I think I got it. Did I? Nope. All right, I'll be back. The gas line has a banjo connection on it. And it's full of gas, so it's all going to leak out here. Well, maybe not. The choke or starter, I guess they call it, is this nut. Are you looking down enough? I don't know. Okay, and then the slide probably needs a pair of pliers. Alright. Oh, that's on there tight. Okay. And there we go. Screw. And the spring. That all looks good. Carburetor is really clean. We're heating up the ultrasonic now, so that'll take a little while. Okay, we got everything out of the ultrasonic cleaner. Just blowing through everything here with compressed air to make sure everything is clean and open. It looks like there's another little jet down in here. But it's not removable. At least there's no screwdriver slot in it. So anyway, this is the air screw. Okay, 1/2, 1, 1.5, 1 3/4. I had that wrong when I said before 1.5. Okay, I need to get some little wires and make sure all these are cleaned out. I'll be right back. Okay, this is what I got for these. And they're nice little wires of different sizes. Somebody told me they're for cleaning welder tips. And I can believe that. Well, let's get the smallest one we have here. If we can get a hold of it. Close the lid. All right. There's little holes in this emulsion tube. But they call that the needle jet, the one that's right in the end, and the needle rides down into it. But there's no other jet other than the pilot jet. I was wrong about that. What I found out is that is the main jet on the end there that holds everything in. And the needle jet is actually part of the emulsion tube. So they're both there. I got to looking around a little bit more, and the main jet is a 77.5R, And although the markings are kind of jimmied up by the screwdriver somebody used on it, that is apparently what main jet is in there. So we're in good shape. All right. I think the last thing we took out was this. I need some long pliers to get that started in there. Okay, there's a pin that you got to line up a little groove on that. There it goes. All right, now there's a washer. And then there's the pin jet. Then we got a pilot jet. And we got to make sure all those little holes are clean too. Well, I can see through them. They all look clear. Okay. Put that in. Okay. And the seat with the little washer on it. And the wrench. Okay. This does not clip to these. It's not going to interfere with anything. Okay. That goes on there like that. The gasket is on it. All right. We're going to put it back in. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. Where's the pin? That's lined up just about right. Line that up just about right. And we can start screwing these both down. I hope that's going. It seems to be. Let's give it a little extra crank here. That's tight. Let's see if we can turn this a little bit. Oops. Learned a lesson. Before you tighten it down, make sure everything fits together. Uh-oh. Get in there. That's the choke. Starter, I'm sorry. Tighten that down. Okay. That goes like that. Okay, we need this. Which goes on those. But not easily. And then we need a banjo bolt. Okay, let's see, is it a 12? I believe it is. Nice and tight. Ooh, and tight. Okay. Now, all right, we got to get that to line up. Get the rubber up above and the rubber down below. Well, let's see if we can get it back all the way. Alrighty, little girl. Are you gonna run for me or not? Key is on. We'll assume it's in neutral. Pretty sure it is. Maybe give it a little choke, huh? And the damn thing is flooding out again. Ah, shit. Right now it's holding. The gas is turned on and it's not overflowing. So let's see what happens. Give it a little bit of about half choke. Well, it remains running, but it's something's wrong, and it might be timing. Nope, it's dripping gas. So that was better. But I don't understand why it'll sit there. I sure hate to bust out for a $50 pair of needle and seat. I can get a whole carburetor that has needle and seat in it, but it's aftermarket stuff. That's for $19. It's got everything. Well, I guess I'll have to do it. I don't know what else it could be. If it was the floats, I don't know why. They're not sticking. They're nice and free. It must be the vibration or something that causes it to leak. I give up. No, I don't. But I guess I'll go ahead and order a OEM needle and seat. As I was sitting here editing this, I thought to myself, you know, that little thing up on top of the needle that's spring-loaded, thinking back on it, it seems that that was maybe a little weak, and that, with the vibration of the engine running, may let that needle come back down a ways. I don't know. I'm stabbing in the dark here, but I'm going to order the needle and seat, and we'll go from there. I'm going to go ahead and publish this and see if I have any better luck with my AT3. I ordered a coil for that some time ago, and the little Pinto moped, I ordered a clutch for that. So hopefully that'll be in pretty soon. So we'll be back on this. I'm not giving up.